Hello everybody and welcome to this video. Today is September 14, 2017 and this is the crude oil futures market from ProSuite market profile. Um, Here I wanted to record this video because this is really a special day. There were a lot of things concerning the context today. There were a lot of things that were pretty difficult to understand, and this is why I decided to record this video. First of all, I will just bring the daily chart here on the screen. As you can see, this is the day today that we have witnessed. Right, it's a big update. We came from a 3-day balance breakout yesterday, and we had this huge gap this morning. And look at all these anomalies coming from the market profile chart, but displayed here on the day chart. Yesterday, like I said in my blog, it was a very weak structure. The inventories were getting long for the short-term traders. And so when we opened this morning after such a gap and seeing the weakness down below there, a lot of traders, I'm sure, were ready to sell this market right at the open. And that could be a natural human instinct. You see that the market was not a very strong market on the way up. We have this huge gap, and that could be a very good opportunity to sell. That's the way human think, But in trading, you have to think a different way. And here you have to notice also these two lines at the top. This is the weak balance in the previous month high. So that was the destination of this up move. So we had to consider that when we opened this morning. But we cannot short the market blindly based on these facts. The fact that the market seems to be overbought, that the inventory was long, and the yesterday's profile structure wasn't strong at all. You cannot sell only based on that. The market is part of a big contextual factors that also could have included the fact that yesterday we had broke out this 3-day balance, and breaking a balance very often means the start of a new auction. The markets open on a big gap, and we rarely fill big gaps like that on one day, because of the fact that guys caught short have margin calls, and it just bring more buying to the market. So that was also factors to consider when we open, and we just had to apply the gap rule. And what the gap rule is saying is that if we don't fill the gap pretty quickly, you have to go with the gap, right? So now I'm gonna add the overnight inventory here. I'm gonna undo the split. So you see that obviously the overnight inventory were very long this morning at the open. We open right here at 49.92. We briefly traded down but we started trading up after that, and we opened B here. We did even not trade below the A low, so there were really no auction down at the open. So the gap rule is saying that you have to go with the gap direction if it's not filled pretty quickly. And don't forget that it was also a very huge gap here, very huge gap. And in C here, when we traded here in C, we had 3 TP were crossed. So we were clearly, we had no down move to fill the gap. We were building value above the gap and yesterday overnight high. So at that time here, it was quite obvious that the odds were on the long side. Even if we were trading very high, inventory were long, but I said that many times. Sometimes, weak traders, they can bring markets to extreme levels. If you don't have strong hands selling, this market could just go up and continue to go up. And once that we have broken here the A and B high, what was in the market mind, it was this weak balance high at 50.44, and that was also a monthly balance high. Let me bring here the monthly chart in the picture. So this is the monthly chart. You see that we are trading in a big range of many months. Inside that range, we have a small balance area where you have 3 months here, and the high of this small balance area was 50.44. This is the line you see on the market profile chart. This line is imported from this chart with ProSuite. And if we look at the weekly chart, you saw that we were in an 8-week balance also, same level as the monthly. Here, the balance size 50.44. So that was quite a very important level there. And that was the destination of that up move for the market. As soon as we traded at this level, we left a pretty good tail here, and we traded down, and we keep on trading down all day long. You can see here we have weak sells on the way down, and we had another weak sell somewhere there that was erased by the J period high. But it just showed that probably this down move here was triggered by the day and very short term inventory that accumulated during the pit session here at the high, and all inventories are high coming from also the overnight and the short-term traders. So all inventories were long there, and I suspect that this down move here was a long liquidation from these inventories, and we may have seen some strong selling here at the top. Remember that 50.44 is a long-term reference. This is the balance on the monthly and the weekly chart. So we traded down, and I think that in high here, the short term, the day inventory was became too short, and we saw this short covering in J period, which gave the opportunity for a good sell, and the market traded back down to the low, and closed around the low of the day. So that was quite a challenging day, but it tells you what you have to consider in trading. You know, it's not based on one or two things, isolated things, I would say. You know, trading is part of a context, you know, and you have different factors that you have to look at. And obviously, this morning, after this up move, the market was really focused on this destination level. So nobody was selling there, and I think that the strong interest waited this level to sell some here. So now for tomorrow, the J period here, I'm going to draw immediately a line. Okay, the J period high here at 50.12. Um, this is a big level for tomorrow to watch, because this is the rally high of this afternoon in a very negative mood in the afternoon following the high at 50.44. So tomorrow, if we have to build value acceptance above that level to keep this uptrend intact. If we accept value or find acceptance below that level, I think that you know, the afternoon mood, which is quite negative, could now be the focus of on the market, and we could see maybe the start of a reversal or the start of a balancing period here. But this line for me tomorrow, this reference line, is going to be a key line to watch. Obviously, we will have to see where the overnight inventory is going to open tomorrow. I think that tomorrow could be an exciting day too. So thank you very much for watching this video, and see you next time.